because we stopped to get gas, and I realized I didn't have my plug for my phone. I
I
was
know.
like, and even though we weren't that far from home, it's like once you get in that momentum and you're heading in the opposite direction, I was not about to ask my husband to turn around and go in the other direction. So,
How
yeah,
far were you?
like the
A
next town
mile,
over.
2 miles?
We were at the next town over, but these
Oh,
things right here cost me
yeah.
$60 because this was like
Six-
20. Yeah, this was like 25 ish. And well, it ended up being $60 because by the time you could do tax and stuff like that, and then this right here is a fast speed plug, which the whole trip I didn't even use it. Wait, no, I used this one in the car because my husband was attached to. He plugged himself into the other one, and then
Right.
this one, no, because by the time I got to our mom's house, she had you can plug this into the wall, whatever. So, and then we went to what we're going to talk about next is we went to the funeral, and we were at mom's house. I had this in my purse. My husband ran back in to get this from my purse, and this
Yeah.
was still sitting on the counter. So I still didn't use this the whole trip. $60 right here. $60.
No, make it stop.
Yeah.
Yes.
But welcome to our weekly sister chat, formerly known as Connecticut Housewives, formerly and also known as Nubian Queen Nation, whatever. So
Or housewives of Connecticut.
Exactly, all those things.
You're right.
So under the sister chat title, I am Nubia.
And I'm Adjoa.
All righty. And so let's get this party started. I wish I had like an introductory where right here we just would play our introductory music so that we're going to pretend that that's going to happen. It's going to happen. We'll find somebody to do that.
Yeah. Or I can play some music in the background.
Exactly. Right. So yeah, we were gone this weekend, even though you're in Texas and I'm in Connecticut, New England. We met up this weekend because we had I don't want to say a family function, but it was like, I don't know, how would you describe? I mean, it was definitely.
We were there for a funeral.
Right. But it ends up being like a family function when you weddings and funerals. It's like.
So we'll call it kind of like a homegoing, because homegoing sounds like we're praising the Lord and being thankful that we had the opportunity to love, the individuals.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And we're there to support our cousin. His wife passed away.
Yes.
And it was a beautiful occasion, a beautiful wedding. Funeral. Homegoing. Exactly. All the above. Yes.
It's really, we should never even use funeral unless you don't know Jesus.
That's true.
Because she's going home.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And from what we heard and what we know of her, that's definitely what she was doing. It was a homegoing. I didn't know her parents were, her dad was a preacher or something like that. Did you hear that part?
All I know is her dad has her maiden name is the name of our pastor growing up.
Right. The one that married my husband and I. Right. Yes. That was very interesting. And and just so that, we won't put any names out there because we didn't get permission. We're just having a conversation because we were there.
Right.
And, but yeah, so that was. Say again?
Just chit-chatting.
You know what? I need to have some background music. But so yeah, aside from that, we did the funeral. The homegoing was in a, what was that when they don't have it wasn't really a church, but it was like kind of a
repast.
No, that was in a different place. That was like it was a funeral home. Funeral home. Yeah, so the funeral home, and then they have one whole room set up like a church, even though it was just in a room. Where all the words are trying to escape me today. But we went from there to outside, and they let some doves fly. That was beautiful. Now, it's interesting because the doves didn't go directly.
But they didn't just let it fly. They did a few, and then they did a few more, and they did a little. They all gathered together and did a few of these loop arounds like a flyby, and then they were gone.
Yeah.
Oh, that was amazing.
Actually, I did post it to my TikTok channel. I tried to do it where I didn't have all the people's faces.
Right.
Did you see that yet? You didn't see it?
Loved it.
Yeah. So that was cool. I wish I could have had a little bit more of the doves, but they went down and then they swooped up. So So anyways, if you want to see that, go over to my TikTok, which is Nubian Queen TV on the TikTok. Whoa, I need to put some air on because it's kind of
stuffy.
Yeah, I'm feeling warm. Well, I do have one. I figured, you know what? It is spring, right? As of March 21st, I believe. And I'm like, let me put this dress on because I may not be able to wear it again, because it's getting warmer, but it is still cool outside. And right now, I'm like, I need so watch everything kind of blow because the wind is going to go all the way. Let's see if you can tell. No, you really can't tell. Not so much.
That's the wind blowing.
But anyway, so I saw this lady. We're always, if anybody pops in here, we're usually all over the place. So just forgive us. Let me put welcome in here so they know that we are actually in here. Uh-oh, extra camera. There's all my pages blowing. Can you still see me?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know what happened with extra camera. I don't have an extra camera. I just hit the chit chat button. Sometimes I tell you, you guys, when you try and do things when you're over 50, stuff just happens. But anyway. So yeah.
It can happen at any age, but
Yeah. So I was looking at different products or this thing that came up on YouTube, and this reminded me of this tube that my daughter gave me. Let's see if I can get really close to the camera here.
Is it toothpaste?
No, it's actually a hand cream.
What?
And I guess it's well known because after she gave it to me, then I started Googling it. I'm like, oh, look at that. It's it's a hand cream.
But I noticed that it has the same little thing on the bottom, like what you use to wind up the toilet paper, to wind up the paste.
Because you want to it's good to the last drop. So it's actually separate. So she bought the tube, which I don't even know, but I'm sure it's a pretty penny. And then you buy this little separate thing for, I think it costs like $5 or $10, even for this little key, which has the same name brand on it.
Oh my goodness. Okay. That's
so
good size, yeah.
Use it over and over again. But I saw some other product and I went to run to get this one to see what the name brand was, and other one was different. But I'm like, if I order something else with a tube, you just roll it on down and you're going to get everything. And look, I'm sure the amount that she paid for it, I'm going to want to get every drop. So she has a different scent from mine. L'Occitane. L'Occitane looks like it's French in Provence.
Oh, so mon chéri.
So anyhow, she has that, and I also forgot to. She has this really cute lipstick case that I keep forgetting to I think I priced it on Amazon, and I was like, oh, yeah, I got to budget that in. But it's a really cute lipstick case that you take and you can refill the case because the cases and the lip color are separate, but they're kind of expensive.
Nice.
But you can refill the container, the container for her lipstick. So I'm gonna have to look that up too.
Right.
Sometimes you just gotta treat yourself, But the other thing that I thought was funny that I wanted to pull out, I think I'm good on the air right now. I'll just keep it going. Can you hear the fan?
No.
Okay, good. So for some reason or another, after we went to the repast, we went to the repast and there were so many people that we had to move to a different location.
There were so many people at the restaurant that were going to eat after the homegoing that we had to actually, and thank God they made a reservation for a second place just in case. And although
she did it I think she did it on the fly as we were in the restaurant and she saw how many people.
No, actually, it was actually written on a piece of paper. I saw it. Long story short, was the lady didn't, I don't think she passed the message on to the next place. Is probably what happened. To the next.
It was our cousin whose name starts with a D and last name.
Yeah.
But
she called, the lady said
Mel called and then D. Anyway.
Yeah, it ended up being a short thing. Thank God they worked it out immediately. But at first we were like, oh, what the world? So come to find out, the lady said she called her cousin D, and she didn't because the cousin D pulled the phone out and said,
right,
she didn't call me.
But she was waiting for her to call her back, and the lady didn't call her back in the same day.
Right.
But anyway, we got there. It was nice. They had like a little tiny stage. Our food came. We were like a little bit more relaxed. We started dancing and singing because with us folks, you put music on and it does actually calm it soothes the savage beast. So I'm not saying that we're savage.
We're going to say soothes the soul.
It soothes the soul. Good. The words are coming to you quicker than they are to me. But so that was actually nice. That was actually nice. And the surprise was our brother showed up at the last minute. He said it took him 2 hours to decide, yes, we're going to go. Yes, we're going to pack. And they were in the car. He
had a little help from his special one. His first lady.
Yes.
And thank God for that, because he was like on teeter totter. She said, yeah, we're going. I'm like,
yeah. So that was nice.
Yeah,
that was nice. And so after we ate and we were there for a little while and the restaurant didn't kick us out, but they actually knew our cousin because she had given him.
We were there for a good long while.
We lost track of time, but because they knew our cousin, because over the years when her son was little and he was doing little baseball games and football games, whatever it was, all the little waitresses that were in there all knew our cousin's son. Yeah. And so and her. So that was nice. It was a really nice environment because we was really tearing it down as far as singing, and we weren't whispering. Right.
It was really fun. It's like, it's like I'm so glad that we're able to get joy out of a sad situation, But we have to rebrand that thing and not be, like I say, if you know who if you know that I am, it should never be a sad time.
Right. Especially if you know the person, where the person's going to. If you know their life and how they lived.
When you know that I am.
Yeah. Amen. So we know that I am, but to know that the other person that passed away knows that I am. That's the part right there.
Yes. So, and then the first restaurant, they actually had it for, it's supposed to be an intimate setting for like close, for close family.
Immediate family. Everybody felt like they were the immediate family. So, so the immediate family, other than the husband and his children and the grandchildren, we were like the first.
It all worked out because we ended up going back to our cousin's place, and we all got to fellowship, spend time with one another. And what I like about it is, it's like that's when you realize, you know what, we've got to stop doing this and just getting together for homegoings. So now at least we have the ball. The ball is actually in the court, and we're going to start start playing some games. It's going to start spending time with one another.
And we've been saying that for the last couple of years, just to be fair to both sides of our family. We've been saying that for a couple of years, and we haven't followed through. But but time is of the essence because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Even 3, 4, 5 years ago, we didn't know what's happening tomorrow. But it is really important. It's important. Yeah, but the funny thing is, once we got to our cousin's house, for some reason, one of the cousins said that she just handed a needle and a thread and said, "Can you thread this thing?" And we're like, "What are you really just trying to sidetrack us and keep us busy, or is this a real thing?" And she says, "No, I really do need it." I'm like,
it was so funny because she's a principal, right? I think she's a principal. So long story short, we don't know if this is one of these little activities she does at her school or whatever. Right. But long story short was we had so much fun with that thread. That thing went around to every individual that was actually willing to try, and we gave each other. It's like
6 or 7 people tried.
Yeah,
and then some of us tried twice, so that makes it even more so. Yeah. It's not that important, but I think that I think she went from being assistant principal to the principal. But anyway, well, that's what we can. But anyway, amazing. So in honor of that moment, all the sewing kits that we all had, from now on, they're gonna stay in the car. Like even if I have to put it in my purse and take it out and leave it in the car. Yes. So here we go. In honor of the cousin sewing kit. There we go.
That is so funny.
Extra buttons. Then you got the this thing,
Oh yeah, I used to order those for my unit.
Really?
Whenever, and so that way everybody can have their little kit if they need it for whatever they needed, wartime, not wartime. Yeah.
For these. That's the first time I heard you say what you ordered. And then you got these little needles.
But that needle was so small. The needle eye, it's like, are you kidding me? Like you need a magnifying glass to see this, and we didn't allow it. Everybody had either their blind eyes or their regular eyes, or they had their glasses on. But no one's gonna get a magnifying glass from them. That was fun. That really was. I said, you know what? I said, wow, we are so easily entertained.
We need to have a look. Speaking of my,
there you go.
We have to keep some of these things in the car because that was at least more than 30 minutes.
Yeah. So what was the name of that show where the lady says, "I see Lisa and Sally and Tommy"? She had a little magnifying glass. Romper Room. Oh my gosh, that's what it reminded me of.
I see Lisa and Mary and Kathy and Matthew and Andrew and See, then that's dating ourselves because nobody. Come on.
There's a romper room. What's that?
And because you are my actual born sister, I would be surprised if you didn't have one of these. Come on. They were advertised on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube. It's like it came with the thread, different color thread. It came with 2 different like thimble type things, right?
Oh.
Type things.
Uh-huh.
And it came with, sorry for the crinkling noise. It came for, of course, one of these things, right? Which you peel off the hem with, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it came with all these different size needles. I mean, and I'll show
Ooh.
you these in a second. But the one thing that is really important, and we could have like really won this weekend, when even though it wasn't a game, like we could win something. This is different. Look at this. Where's the camera? Look at that.
Oh. No way, Jose.
Look at that.
Turn it to the side. Is there anything sticking out of it? Like
Not
a
really.
little point? Oh no. Isn't that something? Okay.
So, anywho, my husband, who is like known at his job for being that guy he's the guy that gets the flashlight and looks in the cracks and stuff of the airplanes and the helicopters.
Yes.
And so, yeah. And of course, so he didn't give up until he finally got it, because all the rest of us is like, you want to get 2 or 3 tries. When you pass it to the next person. And of course, the gentleman that we met that does the trees, he's like, he kept telling me, he's on his second time. He's on his third time. He's on his fourth time.
Arborist.
Yes.
That guy was so funny. And I like the fact that oh yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. That's a lot. Yes.
And different lengths. And they're steel, so you can't accidentally snap them.
Nice.
I think that you and I were getting paid for some of these things, but we're not.
I know, but I do think it was neat that the guy, the arborist, just kind of blended right into the film, like he's knew us all for forever, right? That was kind of neat too. Mm-hmm.
So these come all, look, and then there's smaller ones down in there.
Yeah.
And you can't, these are, I think they're steel, made of steel.
Oh, because if I had known you were going to do that, I would have pulled out all my little kids that I didn't have with me.
These just happen to be right down here, actually, too. I didn't have to go digging for them. They were right here in the same room where I am. Yep.
Okay, so we spoke about the homegoing, and it was fun actually being able to spend time with our cousins.
Yes.
And we had cousins come from everywhere, South Carolina, up north, Connecticut. I don't know how far.
Our brother was in Kentucky. Was he
Texas, Kentucky, right? So it's like, we were coming from everywhere to show support. And that's what we're all about, though, I mean, especially, this is the first cousin, this is like, truly flesh of my flesh and bone of my bone kind of thing,
And if any of them were to make their way here, we want you to know that we are still praying for the family. It wasn't all about fun and games. We get that, but it was a nice time of fellowship amongst family.
Was. And you see all the relatives that you haven't seen in like years. I think some of the cousins I haven't seen like 20, 30 years. And I'm like tearing up because like I walked past one and then I had to walk back because I realized, wait a minute, that was M or that was, Joe,
And we stayed at our Nana's house, our Nana's place, which our mom lives there now. And I'm like, that's the tree. That's the tree that so-and-so fell out of, and so-and-so and you climbed all the way up to the top, and other cousins were falling off the tree. So that was some good memories. And then you had we were out in the country.
Yes, it's so peaceful. Yes. If you go to my Ajua TikTok area, you'll be able to see. I kind of gave a little view, and I called it the ancestral land, because that's generational right there.
Yeah,
it's not just our mom and her siblings, and her mom and their siblings, but it's also our great grandmother. So right, and then now we have
great. I don't know. Definitely Nana and Grandma and her mom, which would be great. I don't know. That probably has been in the family for a while, so I don't even know. But anyway, that'd be interesting to find that out.
Yeah, I kind of want to hop back in because my daughter-in-law called me, and now she's texting me. And normally she doesn't usually do both, and she knows that Tuesday is our jam. I guess I can wait a little.
Well, you're on your laptop, right? So where's your phone?
I'm on my phone now. I give up my. I'm not saying my laptop's trying to give up the ghost, but it does not want to be seen via the camera on my laptop. It keeps. I'll see myself for a second and then it's gone. And then I try to unlock the camera, the camera portion of it, and it won't let me unlock it.
So on your laptop, do you have the capability? For some reason, down there at the bottom of my laptop now, I can send a text from my laptop to my phone.
Say what?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's because it's all Microsoft's, I guess. And so it says 99 messages in there because that's how you and I do. That's how we roll.
Oh
But
Lord, I know.
it'll show me the most
99
recent
plus.
one. It'll show me the most recent one. Like matter of fact, let me just go to. I'm going to go to you,
Okay.
and I'm going to send you a text right while I'm on here.
Okay. Also, are we going to talk about garden care today? And we're going to talk about respite and when you said your elderly parents out, parent or parents out to to have a break. I also have six sister locks on here. What else do you have?
That's going to be a lot because we're already almost at the 30, half a minute, or what's it called, 30-minute mark, halfway
Well,
mark is what I'm trying to say.
mm-hmm.
So I'll just send you the word hello. See if it should flash up on your phone.
Let's see. Yeah, it popped up on my phone.
Yeah, I don't know if the name of this is called phone link, and then it shows me notifications. So it shows me like some Facebook stuff over here. I can also text. I can also this way here it'll go. Yeah, I'm texting from my laptop to your phone, which I think is really cool.
And you said it's called text link.
I think phone link. Phone link.
Oh, phone link.
Yeah. So go ahead. See, you'd have to call out. You'd have to hang up and directly call her completely and start the call all over again, wouldn't you?
Well, let me see if I can at least
text
I don't know.
while you're doing it. See if you can read your text. Like just swipe up for a second. It shouldn't kick you out, but if so, come back in. And so while you're doing that, I'm going to read over some affirmations that I read every morning on my live.
Okay.
And, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So here's some affirmations for you guys. So thank you for those who are going to come and watch this replay afterwards. I noticed that does really work. So it's funny. She's stuck. She's frozen in one spot. Let me see if I can just move it to me for a second. All right, there you go. So some of the affirmations that I say every morning, because I do go live on TikTok at 7 a.m. Eastern time, and I'm usually done by 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. And what I'm doing in there and over there is I read from a book. Where is it? Called The 1 Year Bible. And we are going from, so every day has, it's already marked out where you read something from the New Testament, something from the Old Testament, the New Testament, and then a Psalm and a proverb. And so like for today, for instance, it is April the 7th already. So for April the 7th, I read from, I'll show you the book too. This is the book right here. And I need to go, and I keep saying that I'm going to put it in our, there we go. Put it in the notes down the bottom. But today they had us reading from, let's hit it. He would do that. They lick the lips, lick the finger. Deuteronomy 31, verse 1 through 32. Wait, verse 1 all the way to chapter 32 to 27, verse 27. You back?
Yeah.
Okay. Everything okay?
Yeah. So sweetly, she was actually inviting me to spend time with her and the boys after, at a certain time after the kids' doctor's appointment.
Oh, for today?
Yeah. So
nice. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying that so we read from Deuteronomy.
Yep.
And then from Deuteronomy this morning, I read from Luke 12, 8 through 34. And then we went to Psalm 78, 32 through 55. And then we closed out with Proverbs 12, 21. So some of the things, let me see. Some of the things that I said today, you're about to die and join your ancestors. After you are gone, these people will begin to worship foreign gods, the gods of the land where they are going. They will abandon me and break my covenant that I have made with them. Then my anger will blaze forth against them. It's like the Lord already knew in Deuteronomy that we were going to mess it all up. So he said he put some things in motion. And the thing that I thought was cool is that he made a whole instruction book, and he told Moses to take the instructions, because you're going to start serving other gods. You're going to start doing all these different things. Take my instructions. And he said, put it into a song. I'm like, why have I never heard this song before? Have you? You know what I'm even talking about? It's not any song that we've ever heard, that I've ever heard, even in our growing up in the AME Zion Church or any other place. And so I looked it up on YouTube.
Okay.
And sure enough, I think there was two different versions, but it was like,
Yeah.
I wanna, I wanna play it. I wanna find the song.
What's the title of it?
I just put in Amazon. I'm looking at April. I just put in because it's April 7th. I put in Deuteronomy 28. No, Deuteronomy chapter 32 in verse 1. And I think let me see if I can find it, because it's only a couple of minutes long. And maybe while that's going, you want to go, I'll let it play for maybe 4 minutes. You want to go outside and start getting ready for show your garden, or what? Well, while listening?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right. So, and I know I already played it, so let's see if I can just locate the song for us. It was kind of pleasant. Wasn't so bad.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see here. Going into my history. Oh, the first one I listened to, let's see, how long is that one? That one's 4 minutes also. That was Deuteronomy 33. So sometimes you can just take the psalm that you want to hear, and you can put it in there. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty good. So let's see here. I say 31.
Well, let's do the outside thing last. What do you think?
Well, sure.
That way we're not going in and out, in and out, in and out.
Okay. It was a nice, refreshing song. All right, come on.
I still want to hear it. So you said it's going to be Deuteronomy 32 and 1?
Yes. It was a song.
Hang on.
Sometimes, like, did I listen to it on my...
Was it the Song of Moses?
There is a Song of Moses, but no, that's not... I found it. That's not the one I was talking about. There's so many different ones out there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can mute it until I get to past the commercial. How's Daddy doing?
He's resting right now. He's I guess he's recuperating from being in the place, you know.
Oh yeah, so talk about that.
So, oh Lord.
So you went on to the you went to the home going.
So I put Pop in the normal nursing home that I take. Well, they call it a care center. I put Pop in the care center that he normally goes to whenever I have a little break to myself. The break is called respite.
And he has a friend there.
The place is the action is called respite. He's got a friend there. I call him Uncle Charlie. And long story short is Uncle Charlie, watches over Pop and makes sure he's good to go while I'm away. So, and God knows I sure do appreciate it. But I got a phone. He calls and says, hey, we just had a bite to eat. We're doing good, whatever. But this go around, as I knew that I had them drop him off to the healthcare center. Mm-hmm. And I actually went and made sure he got settled in and gave him an inventory sheet of his things to make sure, that everything goes smoothly, right, on my end. I always do that because of the fact that, you never know what's going to happen. You want to make sure that all your things come back. And that's part of what I did in the military was logistics. So you organize your things and make sure that they're actually, you're going to be able to get them back when it's all done. We called it a packing list, right, back in the day. So what I did was I made his list. I handed it to them. I had them scan it in. That way they can't say they didn't know what he had, right? So they bring him back home. I have my kids here to retrieve him, here at home when they drop him off, because I'm still actually, in Virginia, waiting to board to get back home. Mm-hmm. So I probably get here maybe about an hour after Pop, get settled in here at home. But I'm tired, right? Because, I got a habit of like staying up before I travel, kind of thing. So that part. But I got some rest before this go around. I did actually rest a little bit before I left. But long story short was I usually check his inventory sheets when he comes back if I'm not tired. So I was tired. I said, well, I'll check it on Monday, which is yesterday. Mm-hmm. So I got a phone call, ring, and I said, hello. It was Mr. Uncle Charlie, and he says, did Pop get home okay? I'm like, yeah, he got home just fine.
Not the administrative office. But one of the patients that we call that our watch guy.
Yes. Our Uncle Charlie.
Yeah.
we grafted him in. So he calls me up and says, asked about Pop, make sure he's all settled in. Then he says, did you check your inventory? Because he knows I didn't check my inventory. I said, no, I haven't done it yet. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm tired. He said, you might want to check the inventory. He says, I said, well, okay, well, I'll do it and I'll give you a call back. He says, okay. So we hang up. I get the sheet out, and lo and behold, I'm going through the inventory, and this is what I find missing. And this is not the first time things are missing, but the last time they came up missing, they found everything that was missing. Right?
Mm-hmm.
This time,
what spurred him on? What made him think? Like he must have saw some of his stuff still laying around, or what do you think?
So he saw some things in the drawer, and it was all of Pop's t-shirts. I get him long t-shirts because he's cold all the time, so everything in there is long, right? So he just said that I saw his name. Did you put some things in green? I said, yeah, there are names green and there's names in black. Yes, his name is on it. There were a few tags that every now and again I noticed that when it comes back to me, if I have a little small little label on it, the label will come back clean, like it'll be just a white label with no name on it. That's what happened last time when his things came back to me.
Okay.
I'm thinking you guys don't even wash his stuff. How did the whole label become empty? But I'm not tripping. His things came back that time. This time, this is 4 pages. I got 4 pages just because I'm anal, right? Big enough because I can see it because I, getting older. So
because you're meticulous.
Everything highlighted are the items that were missing, right? And I have an audacity to put a legend on the bottom. It says clothing inventory and medicine list. Inventory completed by me on that date. So, every sheet had something, at least something missing on it.
You don't have to go over all of them because we only have 30 more minutes, but yeah.
So missing, that's a lot of things missing.
Yeah.
Missing.
Yeah.
And missing. So let me tell you a story about the insulin. The last page, on it.
Did you scan that stuff back to them and say these are the things that are missing?
Oh, that's absolutely positively. That's that very same Sunday evening, yes. And she responded back. She told me she'd give, whatever they find, they'll put into the DON, which is the director of nursing's office. Nothing was there when I got there on the next day. Okay, that part. So I told them I wasn't going to say anything, right? Mm-hmm. But when I came out of Pop's room, because I went back, Pop was cold. Pop was there a couple of days before I left, just because I needed to get him acclimated, and I wanted to make sure he was good to go before I left. Well, he was cold when I came in, and so the night before I left, I came back with another sheet with just a comforter on it, right? So that way I know that with his name on the comforter and the sheet of paper, I had her sign saying she received it. That comforter came back, of course, no problem, because she wasn't going to be liable for that. But I put the comforter on him, and he was content. His thing is he's cold all the time, and he wants to eat. Those are his jams. You do those things, he's good, right? So, but as I was coming out from giving him the comforter, I saw one of the nurses prick her finger. Her finger was pricked, and she had
prick her own finger. Let's meditate on that for a second. Prick her own finger. Okay.
Meditate. Okay. Pricked her own finger, and then I looked and saw a pen. It's not an EpiPen, but a insulin pen that looked like Pop's. Now I didn't see her use it, but I'll just say that she pricked her finger. That means your intent is to check your blood sugar, and I didn't see his name on it, so I can't say it was his. She could have been doing her own. She could have the same type, right? But I thought that was really odd. You never see a nurse prick their finger and then be there, but right by the medicine cart to do anything. Like, for one, that's not really that professional to be doing that right in the hallway. I know that you get mighty comfortable working in places, but I mean that should be a private thing. You would think,
And that's why it stood out to you.
Yeah. So when the thing came back and his insulin pin wasn't on it, I told. So in case anybody's watching, yeah, I am the one that said I saw you doing what you did in the hallway, and I wouldn't have said anything had my father's insulin pin been with his stuff. But keep in mind, they leave it in the refrigerator or whatever. I get it. It was separate from the medications. But I'll just say that was, we're military. We observe all things, and things can look shady when they're not. but also they can be shady and be shady. That part. Mm-hmm. So, and I do realize that, this is not an isolated incident. I don't want to single out just one institution, of care, because things come up missing all the time in all these nursing homes.
Yeah, and we like that one because it's been working for you. And then we got Uncle Charlie, who's
and then they put him in Uncle Charlie's room, and they didn't have to, because Uncle Charlie is like long term, and Pop goes the short term. So for them to even bless us to have him in the room with Uncle Charlie was like a blessing, right? Yeah. So that part. But no, that's too many. That's too much. Last time I produced a receipt from the store that I purchased, because I like to keep things just for times like these, right? But so I'm still waiting for a phone call.
Okay, so you can't find anything. Okay, so you're gonna need to write me a check this time, because.
And that's what I said. I said, you know what? I said, I worked in this field. I understand, that things come up missing. I said, but this is, and I said, this has happened before here, and you guys found everything, you retrieved everything that was missing. I appreciate that. I said, we don't plan on leaving and going anywhere else, but I am going to make sure that for now, when I leave here, if I have to come up there, because sometimes if I drop off Pop, I have to pick him up. But if they come pick him up from here, then I'll follow him, but I won't be there when they bring him back home. That way I'm saving gas, and I know they're bringing him to me. But the inventory needs to be done by somebody before he actually leaves that area.
Right.
So I said, oh, and I said, if you can't find it, I am expecting a refund. She said, I totally understand, ma'am. I said, all right, just as long as we understand,
Yeah.
Because long stories, for the most part, this is one of the better places. It doesn't look as nice as the last place I had him in, but you know what? It's nice. It's nice. Everybody, all the patients there are friendly. They're on.
The workers are pleasant. That's important.
The workers are pleasant. I was getting to that part. And they know you by name when you come in. Which means that they know. Okay, so. But you get new people coming in. It's a weekend. They have new hires and stuff like that. They don't understand that. They're running a tight ship, and that's what I appreciate. That the nurse that I spoke to, she runs a tight ship, and I appreciate that, because she said she said something told me to stay this weekend, and she decided not. She was already there on the day you got dropped off, But I said, but you also need time to yourself. You shouldn't be here every weekend, also. Shouldn't have to.
Right.
But so I just love that they're very personable, and they know that. Ajwa ain't gonna play.
Right.
I will always be our father's advocate.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna need you to step up to my level. And this nurse is that kind of nurse. So she's gonna step up. She's already there. She's gonna make sure that her people step up. She said she's gonna have a meeting this weekend. I said, oh, praise you, Jesus. Yeah. And I'm sorry. Sometimes you have to stir them up because they get a little bit too comfortable.
Yeah. Like you said, especially the lady taking her own insulin in the hallways. Like, what? Like this.
Like I said, I do sincerely want to believe, and hope that it was hers. But when I see when I see a pen and it's the only pen in there, it just kind of red flag. But I said, you know what? Don't even trip, girl. Don't even trip.
Oh, that's.
But when it didn't come back, school me. Yeah.
And even if it was her own, it shouldn't have. There's employee rooms, there's restrooms, there's all these different places where you can have taken it. But
yes.
So with that, I just put down there that we just talked about elder care.
Right.
Let's go ahead and let's cleanse our palate by listening to this this song here.
Okay. Yes, please.
All right.
Hear a word, the words that I say.
It's word for word too.
Let my teaching fall on you like rain. Let my speech settle like dew.
Let my words fall like rain on tender grass.
Let my words fall like rain on tender grass. like gentle showers on young plants. I will proclaim the name of the Lord. How glorious is our God. How glorious is our God. He is the rock. His deeds are perfect. Everything he does is just and fair. He is a faithful God. He is a faithful God.
Oh no. All right, so I guess that's all we're gonna get for that. It's still rotating now. Beautiful.
Listen,
That was beautiful. Yeah.
and I will speak.
I want to stop it now.
Hear a word, the words that I say. Let my teaching.
I think I'll stop it there and we'll play the rest of it as we're leaving out. But that was and it was word for word. The only thing is that I think I stopped it at that point before because it reads all the way the scripture from verse 1 all the way to 5, and then it stops and it starts all over again, like it's the chorus type of thing.
Okay.
I now whenever I read and it says, oh, this song goes to the chord of, because whenever you read Psalms or whatever, it'll tell you that the song should sound like this other song. Have you ever noticed that when it says, like at the end of, let me see where Psalms is. Give me 1 second here.
You said Psalms?
Yeah, like that right there was from Deuteronomy.
Yeah.
But whenever I read Psalms at the end, it always says, it starts off by saying, the Song of Solomon, played in the chord of D, or played in the sound of Little Roses, or whatever. Like it gives you, that's what this Bible over here that I'm reading from.
Oh, okay.
You type of thing, like just say, play this song, and it should have the tune to Mary Had a Little Lamb. That's kind of, they give you those references. And so after every morning, I always want to stop and look for that song to see if it's on the YouTube and what the music sounds like in the background. But by the time I finish, I'm always off to the next appointment or the next thing. But today I stopped and I slowed down and I found that song. So that was really cool. So anyways, we'll play that at the end.
Okay.
Isn't that cool? So what were some other things that we had? Because now we are like, 15 minutes to go. Our time just starts to fly now.
It does. It really does. So I had Sister Loc'd, garden care, and and GLP-1.
And is your GLP-1 container completely empty?
No. So I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm getting ready to put some on my glass here. I keep missing here we go. The little scoop. Yeah. It's like yes, exactly what I'm not gonna keep fishing in it, but just put a little bit in there.
Is it like a thumbnail type of portion?
Yes, it's kind of like a yes.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna mix it up. But yeah, can I just tell you that this thing is delicious?
Oh my! They should. I went to get some.
They should not make it this delicious. I told you it's hibiscus and lemonade, right?
Can you hold it up a little bit so we can see? No, well, okay. Besides that one, but I'm talking about your glass. But yes. Oh, and it's like a pomegranate. Why is it so dark? Is it grapes?
Oh, this is the one. A pomegranate and Lord. Of course, I get the one that has this is the one I have for show. I have sitting on the counter, right? Yes, stirring it up. I have one that I use on the regular, and then I have this one. That's the wrong one today. Why does one household need two? I don't know.
Girl, anyway. I won't even tell you how many I have, because you order the coffee and it comes with one. You order the this and it comes with one. Yeah. So I just changed our little tag to health and wellness, because while you're doing that, the thing that I start taking at night now is these magnesium complex. And I tell you what, I'm getting some good sleep, and I usually do anyway, and I don't wake up in the middle of the night. And but I'm trying to get my husband. He's like, "Why take a magnesium in the morning? That cool, refreshing drink, huh?"
Yes.
Ah. So that comes from a company called Arbonne. It's all natural, and for the most part. And I just missed the sale, so I'm gonna have to jump on it again and make sure I get that. I'm out of a few products.
Yeah, let me know when it goes on. I'm gonna get that one again for sure.
Yeah. So what's this? So we decided to start fasting 2 days on, 2 days off. If anybody is in our watching and you want to join us, just send us a DM, leave a comment or something. So on Saturday and Sunday,
liquids only.
Say again?
Liquids only, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So Saturday and Sunday we ate, and then Monday, Tuesday we're on a liquid fast. And then if you can't, so by the end of the evening yesterday, I went ahead and I made myself a smoothie. And this morning I just started off with a smoothie, but I'll be drinking liquids throughout the day because this is part of my liquids here.
Yeah, but you know what? Get that that smoothie is okay. Get that protein in, girl. Get that protein in.
So we're really excited about that. And actually it's funny because I like to write in my calendar where I started as far as weight. And because it's not just for that. We're cleansing out toxins, we're decluttering our system.
Mentally, physically.
Yes. And I love that you said that because I just kind of, like I said, if you're watching us and you're over 50, you'll understand we're all over the place. But just because you just said that, these are these new cards that I saw in, I was in, I don't know, one of those, like, it wasn't TJ Maxx, but what's TJ Maxx sister store?
Ross?
Nope, wasn't Ross. It was like,
oh, I know you're talking about.
Marshalls,
I can't think of
Marshalls.
Marshall, that's the one.
Marshalls.
Can't think of that name.
And these are here verses for self-care, daily verses to nourish your body, mind, and soul. So there's a tab for mind, a tab for the body, soul, and spirit, and you can just pull out a card and you read a scripture pertaining to your mind. And this one says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your request to God," according to Philippians 4:6.
Yes.
And look, the back is so pretty. It's beautiful. And then here's the words. Let's see if I can get it to where, because I'm sitting in my window. But isn't that pretty? So,
can't see the words, but yes, I did see the pattern on it. I like to pick the plant pattern, but yeah. But I know if you in stationery of any kind, I know it's gonna be nice.
I know. Yeah, I'll have to leave the name on there because it says Marshalls on the back, and it wasn't even that expensive. It's nice to be able to, put scripture under self-care. I love how they did that. So, all right. So, and then for you and I have our hair differently as far as we'll take a little 2-minute lock break and show our hair.
Yeah. So let me tell you. Let me tell you about mine.
Move your screen up a little bit so we can see the top of your hair.
Oh my gosh.
There you go. Just a little bit. Just a little. Yeah, there you go.
A
little bit more.
Rise. I said rise. How's that?
Yes. Show us. Tell us how you did it.
So basically, it's just I start with the top two. It's like I just twist it. So back in the day, I used to always do that little hairdo where you have your hair perm, get your perm, and you do the little twist all the way around your hair, and then you put it in a bun in the back. Well, now it's like I'm my sister locks are locking, and the longer they get, I'll be able to do that too. But for right now, I have two of the larger ones up top, and then I make two smaller ones on either side, or one smaller one on either side. Probably gonna make this top one right here a little bit smaller next time, so I can maybe have maybe a little bit more, maybe 6 or 4. But I'll try it out.
And you wore it similar to that at the homegoing, but it was braided, right? Or was it two pieces?
Oh no, it was twisted. Yeah, same.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. But it's so funny though because I dropped off Pop on the 20, pretty much on the end of March, right? So I dropped him off on end of March, and then I had to get my hair done. My hair was on the following day, and then the following day I flew. So it was like this going on. But yeah, but these things, I get so many compliments on these sister locks, Oh, love it. Look at that.
Of us two and our mother dear.
Yeah.
And
Mama.
I don't think that she'll
Mama.
mind. This is a cousin with you.
Yes.
I was on one side taking lots of pictures, and you were on the other side taking lots of pictures. So I think that was cool.
I have more too, but we need to have like a little collective gallery for everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, cute.
The other one, she had her mouth open, so I didn't want to show that one of her.
No, thank you. Please don't.
Yeah. And this is our auntie. Now, I loved your hair. It's just this one. There's a little piece of, you saw the one with you with Aunt M.
I saw it after, of course.
It's sticking up, but let's see. I'll zoom up so you can't see. But it was cute. That's another auntie. Yeah. And then there's us acting up and acting crazy. Oh, you know what? Let's see. The volume's turned down. But this is all of us singing and dancing. So much fun.
We should have done We Are Family.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That restaurant was playing some really good music, and it just happened to vibe with us. So yeah.
It's like I try so hard sometimes not to even like entertain the music that's being played, right? Trying to stay in my Christian music box. Then you pull back that.
You know what though? I mean, sometimes you just gotta live a little bit, seriously. And this is my mom and two of her sisters. Our mom's in the middle. And then we have our Aunt E and Aunt M, and the aunt that starts with a G. she wasn't able to make it from Brooklyn, but there's 4 of them now, and there was 5 of them. And our Aunt B passed away many years ago. We don't want to leave anybody out.
She was funny.
Yeah, definitely. And then let's see, this is one of you and our brother.
Aww.
Yeah. There's one that I took of
I have one with all of it.
It has you, myself, and our brother in it, and another cousin. I don't think she'll mind so much if I can find that picture.
Yes, yeah. I have one too. I was gonna say I know I have one somewhere. Let's see. Trip. Okay. Yesterday I had audacity. Well, we're fasting. I had audacity to make Papa and my son some collard greens, homemade collard greens, and some ribs. I didn't put the barbecue on it. Oh, love it. Yeah. I put some. I didn't put barbecue sauce on the ribs, so they're rubbed, and a little bit of cornbread on the side.
That was from your house and not from a restaurant.
From my house, girl. I can cook.
Oh, girl.
I'm not tooting my own horn. I mean, I know how to cook, should I say? You know. You
can cook. You be throwing down.
Thank you.
Come on over to my house. You're gonna get some steamed broccoli and some corn on the cob. Isn't that a nice picture of him?
It really is.
Yeah, he's looking all happy. We don't have permission to show his significant other, but I'm sure we can do that at a different time.
Yeah. No.
What? Yeah, we're running out of time.
My goodness gracious.
Yeah. So that was our this is our so the other thing I wanted to say, because I tell you guys, we're definitely all over the place. And we did our so my locks, let me show you, let me give you a round.
Yes.
So mine is just up in a bun, and it's getting to where it's easier to do it this way.
Yeah.
And I told you guys a couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks or a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago, the lady who did my hair, she was like, "Oh, I can do you want to color?" I'm like, I have never in my life colored my hair. Wow. And I like my silver streaks. Yeah. And when she asked me, I'm like, sure, let's try it, because like you wash it and washes out. Yeah. And so it turned everything black, and then I immediately said, I feel like I'm 40, which is not a bad thing because I'm not. And then I'm like, I should have done that. So that I got it out of my system, and now they're all starting to come back in. As you look close up, you can see they're all starting to come back in.
Oh yeah, welcome back.
She said 6 months, but that was like a month and a half, and it's back. So I'm not sure if you can see the back of my hair. I'm trying to turn. Can you see? Sort of, kind of.
Looks good.
So that's just me, and I got a headband in there, and I just tucked everything under, and I sleep like that now because it is hard to this hair. Praise God, hallelujah. Not complaining, but it's hard to sleep. Find a way to sleep that's comfortable with all this hair on top of my head. So, and then for the daytime, I just kind of tuck it up under again, and and then put on some nice earrings, and there we go. Yeah.
I have such a nice picture of Aunt E and Uncle M. Want to see?
Sure. Oh, on the laptop. I love it. Oh yeah, and actually they're about the same height, but she's probably standing on something or yeah.
Isn't that
Yeah.
nice?
Yes, and they're both in their 80s, guys.
80s.
Yes, 80s.
Ay, ay, ay.
80s. Okay, so now we're down to 5 minutes.
Right.
It's like we're running on top. This tick tock, tick tock. But I wanted to say I now in the morning I put my or at night, both. I put on my from the Arbonne company. They have an avocado oil that you put on your face to cleanse your face.
Yeah.
Then I go like this. These are my other I bought these in
Oh.
BX. I bought these in the BX in Florida when we're there. So you just kind of go like this. And I tell you what, I feel like the inflammation in my yes, I saw that one too. There's a little bit of a glare, but yeah, I love it. That's our oldest auntie on my mom's side, my mom's oldest sister.
Mm-hmm.
The other one has already gone on to see the Lord.
Yeah.
But just doing this, it makes me feel like it helps to remove inflammation.
Yeah.
So I do this before I go on in the morning, and hopefully it makes me, wake up a little bit more. And they say like 10 times, and then go down your neck to the.
Oh Lord, rejuvenate. And
she said that when you do this, it's like you're putting it into the trash can. These are here, then you got to drain it down. So this right here collects all of it, and then you go down.
Go get
all the way down. Yes, and then of course you want to go up around your eyebrows, and then hold it here for a bit. So this is fun.
Oh yeah.
Kind of try and keep it in the bathroom next to the shower because
So you need to have someone in your house do it for you. Then you feel like you're in a spa.
Definitely. And then the thing that you just purchased is this little doohickey. Did you get this? Were you able to find it on my page?
Show me again. Eyes of water. Yes.
So this right here also feels good. So I watch these people on TikTok at night, and they tell you, they teach you how to just do it, and you go all the way down. I guess it helps to drain your lymph. Is it lymphatic?
Lymphatic system or lymph nodes?
I think so. But the one lady said she has a thyroid issue, so she doesn't go down the middle. She makes sure she goes down the side though.
Oh.
Yeah. So believe me, it's working and it's helpful and it feels good.
All right. You want to go outside? We want to say it for another time.
What? Let's say that. Yeah, we got 2 minutes left. So let's do it for next time. Mm-hmm. So these things help to relieve cortisol. It helps to relieve your cortisol level.
Oh.
So if you're feeling stressful, whatever, and the other lady comes and another way to relieve stress and get rid of headache is to tap. Even though it sounds really weird, whatever. And right here. And then here too. I'm not sure if she does 2 or 1. So there's all these different places that you can tap, and it helps to drain. It helps to release your cortisol level. Helps you to sleep a lot better too.
Yeah.
So those are some of our health tips. Maybe we start doing that at the end of our thing. But now we have 2 minutes left. Anything else you want to say? And I'll play our song as we're leaving out.
No, I just want to say that, I really appreciate family on both sides. I'm just grateful, and maybe all come together, because we need each other in times like this. Even when we think we have our own little tribe, we have our own little whatever, where we are all family,
Exactly.
So appreciate who you have while they're still here on earth.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And the one thing that's, as far as ending now, the one thing that I liked about the one lady's room I go into, when she's doing this and she's tapping, she says, God will supply all my needs. I am forgiven. I am the righteousness in God in Christ. I am a child of God. I am blessed. I am chosen. I am wonderfully and I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. I do not fear. I am more than a conqueror. I am loved. God hears me when I pray.
Hallelujah. God
is my helper. God is my strength.
Yes.
And God rescues me from trouble.
He is my helper in every time of need.
I am a new creature in Christ.
I
am valuable.
You
are valuable.
You are valuable.
And if nobody else tells you today, you are enough.
You are enough and you are loved.
Yes. And we have the peace of God and the love of God, and we will not be moved. And God is omnipotent. He is magnificent. He is abundant. What are some others?
His
He's
mercy
brilliant.
and his mercy endures forever.
His mercy endures forever. And with that, we're going to play this song out. And we thank you guys for being here. Again, if you watch this afterwards, put pound replay or just put thank you or put talk about this subject next time, just whatever. But we love you guys. We appreciate you. Thank you for those who pop in. And yeah, and if you can, like, comment, and subscribe. And we're going to play this song as we're leaving out.
Fall on you like rain. Let my speech settle like dew. Let my words fall like rain on tender grass, like gentle showers on young plants. I will proclaim the name of the Lord. How glorious is our God. How glorious is our God. He is the rock. His deeds are perfect. Everything he does is just and fair. He is a faithful God. 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 Oh, he is a faithful God. He is a faithful God. I will proclaim the name of the Lord. How glorious is our God. How glorious is our God. Listen, O heavens, and I will speak. Hear, O earth, the words that I say. I will proclaim the name of the Lord. How glorious is our God. How glorious is our God.
Thank you guys for watching. Peace and blessings.
Peace.
All right. All right, sis. Love you, and we'll chat soon.
All right, love you too. Ciao
We're
for now.
ending it here, guys.